We all know that so far Hillary Clinton has not done much talking to the press, but she has been talking to non-press credentialed Americans. Today in Mason City, she explained why.
Not only do I learn a lot, but I also feel like it's the best way to make those connections that will not only give me a firm foundation in the caucus here in Iowa or in a primary in New Hampshire, because it really is about people-to-people connections if we're really talking about what we want to do, but it will also give me the kind of information I need to be an even better president.
So there you have the explanation. Earlier today, we got the detailed evidence in the form of an email from American Bridge. That's a group of Hillary supporters who took the extraordinary step of documenting every single question that Hillary has asked to the everyday people she's met during the campaign, and it's been asked by those same everyday people. Mark, how much merit is there in this retort/gambit?
None. I think it is important that she's taking questions. The audiences are not general public, they're selected people, and some of the questions published on this list, I'd say, were not particularly compelling. Some of them weren't even questions. But yeah. I think it is the case that reporters ask different questions, often important questions, yes. And her supporters are proving she is talking to voters about issues.
Well, this is also one of those things where the campaign is setting up a false binary. It's like either she can talk to and hear from everyday Americans, or she can talk to the press. No, this is an and both. She's absolutely right to be doing what she's doing, but she's also wrong to not be taking questions from the press. She's got to field them all. That's what being a presidential candidate is all about.
Correct. Now, we know why she's not taking questions, because there's a lot of unhappy topics that would be asked.
You're going to talk about the New York Times now,
New York Times just ran a story about Sidney Blumenthal, her longtime associate, who wrote her a lot of memos when she was in the State Department about Libya. If she had a press conference today or tomorrow, she would be asked about Sidney Blumenthal. She doesn't want to talk about that. She is still holding out. I think she'll have a press conference soon, but not today.
Yes, and there's no doubt that Sidney Blumenthal will be one of the many questions that the press want to ask her about. The story in the New York Times writes about him. He's always been a shadowy and very influential figure in Clinton world, known to some of his detractors within that world as Grassy Knoll, Sidney Blumenthal. Some of the stuff that the Times has in that story is a little dodgy, to say the least.
I think she can hold out longer than I thought before.